Alright guys, here goes another video that I kind of wanted to do. It's kind of like an extension of my Halloween tutorial video, except hopefully I can get this video posted. Like I said, I'm a new to YouTube. I just verified my account, so hopefully my videos will post that are longer than 15 minutes. But in this video, I'm only going to really just work on just my eyes, because I don't know how to edit and have these spectacular lighting and all of these different effects that people that are more seasoned YouTubers have. So my videos are a little bit longer because I do want to talk as I'm doing it. You know, most tutorials or most demonstrations, you kind of need to talk and explain how you're doing it. And people have different ways of editing their voice in as they're doing it. As I get better at my videos, hopefully they'll look a little bit more seamless. But this is like now my third batch of videos. And this is my second time filming a different aspect today. So if you do hear some noise in the background, that is my youngest daughter. My husband's in our daughter's bedroom with him. He works overnight, so he's there sleeping with her, taking a nap, playing with her, watching cartoons. So if you do hear a young child in the background, that is my child. My husband is with her, and this is only the best time that I really can film with natural light. I'm actually in my living room, and the light looks the best in here. In my bathroom, the lighting is not that great, and it's really hard to show pigment and, you know, and like a fluorescent bathroom light. It's just not bright enough. So over time, maybe my videos will improve. Maybe I'll always keep it really organic and keep it this way. But all of these items that I'm using in this video are items that I have purchased, items that I use, and also in this particular in this particular video, the items that I'm using in this video I have used before. The only thing that I have not used is just the primer I'm using on my eyelid today. But I have done this look before, and I actually, like I say, I love makeup, and I played with this look, and I kind of wanted to do this look, at least the eye look, by itself without doing all the makeup and contouring. I'll do other videos about that on a different day. But I normally, when I do my makeup, as I may have explained in my first batch of videos, is that I do my eyes first. I kind of maybe explain why I do my eyes first, but I basically do my eyes first. That if you do your eyes first and mess up, you're able to clean up the makeup. I'm not really using an eyeshadow today. I'm actually going to be using a lipstick as my eyeshadow. And all that information I'm going to list on the bottom of my videos. Is just that because my videos are so new, I'm really trying to get them out there first and then go back, update them, and show all the information that I actually use in the video. So the first thing I wanted to use is, I've never used this product before. Yesterday I did use a primer on my face from Wet n Wild. Actually, I may want to massage the product in so it's not like all together. What I mean by massaging it, massaging the tube, because it probably has a lot of air in it. But this is basically a eyeshadow primer. It's a Photo Focus eyeshadow primer by Wet n Wild. Put the cap on it so it doesn't spill out. But that's what it looks like. Brand is Wet n Wild. Out of the products I use, I mostly use MAC products, but I really have been excited about Wet n Wild and Maybelline products this particular fall. So a lot of my products that you'll see in my videos, there will be a lot of MAC. I'll be working in a little bit of the Wet n Wild, and also I'll be working in the Maybelline. And Wet n Wild is mostly going to be lip and eye product. Maybelline, I do have a foundation that works really well for me, so I want to show you what that looks like on another video with strobing and everything, and blush, and some of the eyeshadows I got. So I'm just going to take the primer and start the tutorial. It is really light in color, and like I said, I've never used this primer before, but the look that I'm going to try to achieve on my eyelid is basically is going to need some kind of primer. And because I'm using a lipstick, I don't know how this primer, because sometimes when you use a primer, sometimes it's actually the color of like skin flesh tone, and because I am African American, or predominantly African American, I was gonna be a little nervous when the product came out as light as it did, because I'll show you on I'm gonna use in my other video I just did, I used micellar water, and I want to make sure that I don't have any residue. I was just talking about how well it removes stuff, and I want to make sure I have no remnant. So if you see me with a dirty towelette, that's for my other video, and I normally don't throw these away until I'm done with them, because I use them to, I'm not using any brushes in this video. This is a non-brush makeup tutorial. All fingers, and the only tool I'm using is a sharpener. But I was a little nervous applying this product to my fingertips, because that's what color it is. So I was just thinking, I'm like, oh gosh, this may be a disaster video, it may be a fail, because I'm thinking like it's going to be like that color in my skin. But as you can see, it's clear. I do feel the texture of my eyelid is different without it, that it feels like a real true primer. I don't want to use too much product on it, because see, this one I did use a lot. That when I first applied the primer, I did a little bit by a little bit and then build from it. And I'm noticing that when you put a lot in one swoop, and this is just from me, like I said, I've never used this product before. When you put one big piece of it on your eyelid, it is a little bit more chalkier. So I just kind of, as I'm doing this tutorial, I'm learning as well. And I feel that it's necessary for me to use a primer, but I'm just keep blending it into my skin, only because I want it to not really pick up the actual color of the primer. So for my dark skin, you can't really tell that I have anything on. I'm only using the towelette because I don't want the primer to get underneath. It looks like I got some on my eyelash a little bit too, but that's okay. I'm going to prime my eyelash anyways, so that's fine. But I want to make sure that it doesn't really go no further than just my eyelid. So far, I mean, my first take on the primer, I like it. I really want to see how it's going to really adhere what I'm about to do. The next product I'm going to use it's a lipstick. I use it in my my first video, my first Halloween tutorial video. It's basically a lipstick by Maybelline. It's number 880, as you've seen, and it's called Electric Orange. And I really got this lipstick because I really wanted a true orange lipstick. And on my lips, it comes out orange, but not looking clown-like. I really have said in other videos that I really like bright lipstick. And this one on my lips, if you look in my past video, it's not that bright. It's really a nice orange. It's not really opaque. What I'm doing here is when I rehearsed this, or at least tried this look before, I tried it without the primer. And I'm one of those girls that don't mind. I don't mind creasing on my eyelid. I'm not applying this with a brush because I think I don't really like manipulating my eyelid too much anyways. I'm more of a blotter, and it is what I've learned from utilizing it before. I am now going to use my fingertips because you got to get in that corner a little bit more. The primer does work. It does look like an eyeshadow. It looks like a creamy eyeshadow than when I did it without the primer. When I tested it just plain along, I came up with this idea actually, I would say maybe about 3 days ago, like the day before Halloween. And I tried the look that I did in the video that I've already posted. And I tried this one. And I did both eyes, and just to see which one I was going to do. And so it doesn't matter if you apply the lipstick directly. The primer really is picking up the pigment. You can actually see the orange. It's really subtle. But I'm going to do what I did on the other lid and actually dab it in. Because my makeup tutorials are really about being fun and creative, but also being easy. And also being able to do it without having 1,000 different brushes. My first tutorial, I showed a lot of different product, which I will be listing what I used. I talked about a lot of it. But I want to show women that you can take makeup that you already own and kind of create looks, you know, without breaking your bank. You can take your lipstick and make it an eyeshadow, buy a primer, you know. And it's really, actually, that primer is really good. One of the reasons why I'm a big MAC fan, but one of the reasons why I started using Maybelline and over-the-counter makeup is because I really have gotten really inspired by some of these brands that you buy. I'm, like I said, I'm very brand loyal, and Wet n Wild and Maybelline has been the only store-bought makeup that really has inspired me to step out of MAC. And see, all I'm doing is taking that towelette that I used in the other video and just kind of cleaning up my eyeshadow. Or in this case, it's lipstick that I'm using as eyeshadow. But you see how I just cleaned it up? So that, in my other video, when I talk about the micellar water and the towelette, you will see me use this a lot often to clean up makeup. I don't know if I mentioned in my videos about micellar water, but one of the things that I had noticed with micellar water, I'm going to blend this out a little bit more. So that's my that's what my eyeshadow is looking like right now. Normally, a lot of my videos are going to be 2 parts because I am not editing. Everything that I'm saying is in there, so you're not going to miss anything. The next thing that I probably am going to do is my eyeliner. Hopefully, I'll get to finish the look in here, but the pencil sharpener I'm using, I've showed in my prior video. It's a MAC pencil. I swear by it. I always tell ladies it's worth it to invest in a good pencil. I've used their pencils for years, and my thing about sharpening pencils, only sharpen what you need. The more you sharpen and you have a cheaper pencil that's just eating up your product, you're just wasting your money. You're sharpening it away. So I made this a little bit sharper because I know the pencil is going to need to be brighter. But my technique on how I apply eyeliner, I normally apply it on the bottom first. And this one is a purple color. It's by Maybelline. The color, I think I'll put in my description. But it is a waterproof pencil, which is really important. And I probably have to use my glasses, but the color is called Polished Amethyst. So this is something you can, once again, you can buy at your local drugstore. You'll hear me say CVS a lot. And because that's where I normally buy my stuff. And I go back and forth. I have used this liner before, and it really is waterproof, and it really stays. You see my purple and orange? And my technique that I use when I put on eyeliner, I like to get the top of my eyelid. So I normally just run it up on the top. But to get it really, really a lot of it, I take the pencil and apply it and close my eyelid over it and just sweep back and forth. This is probably the only time you'll ever see me going back and forth on my eyelid is when I'm applying liner to the top of my eye. I don't know if it makes a difference, but even when I'm applying black eyeliner, this is how I normally apply it. So I'm getting not just the bottom lid, but I'm getting the top as well. Because I think it helps add more depth to your eyelashes. You just got to be careful not to really get it on your eyelid. So like in this case, I got a little bit on top there. So what I'll probably do is go back over it. And what I'm noticing with the primer, it's flaking a little bit. So I may have to get a little bit closer to my lash line. So that part doesn't look ashy. I notice with primers, whether it's for your eyes or for your lashes, I notice with primers, they sometimes can get a little flaky. But because the lipstick is moisturizing, I would say, because it's really for your lips, you're not going to really run into that problem of flakiness because of the what they put inside the lipstick. And this is just something that I just came up with because I'm so obsessed with the orange that I just wanted to share this look with you. And I'm going to finish up with my liner, but I'm going to continue this video, so I'll be right back.